All right, are we live? I don't know what's going on. Having a bit of fun with internet, and Facebook Lives have changed since I did one, which is weird. Just do that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm glad this finally worked. I can't tell you how long I've been sitting here to get this live up and running, but anyway, we are here now. So thank you for joining. I don't know why this looks so different. That is so bizarre. Anyway, all right, we're here now. So, how are you all doing? um, it has been dead set crazy, as I'm sure you're all well aware. I've been going through this relatively with relative ease, even with everything just changing so quickly, not knowing whether I'm going to be at work, whether I'm going to be in the office, whether I'm going to be here at home, either working or not working. It has just been bedlam. So I love change, and so even with all the heaps of unpredictability and everything, I've just been going, yeah, cool, no problems, this is great. And on Monday afternoon, I found out that the 3-day-a-week program that I've been involved with for the last couple of months was being stopped, and I was totally okay with that, totally expecting it. And then it came time to say goodbye to the guys that I'd been working with. And there was only a handful of the group with us at that point anyway. And just got this wave of sadness, and realizing that these amazing guys that I've been working with and had grown quite attached to, I may not see again. So there was that. And then we had another day of work, not with the group, but just to tie up loose ends. And then was thinking everything was going to be done and dusted. And we had a meeting right at the end of the day, and had an alternative program put to our team. So our whole team was being stood down. There were 6 of us. And in that meeting, a different proposal was put to us. And what I found was, like, that was great because it would mean more work, more income, and being able to support the guys that I've happily been working with. But what I found was my whole nervous system, like, I literally started getting the shakes, and I was like, So mentally, in my headspace, I was coping with the changes quite well. And what happened late yesterday in that meeting is that my body went, nah, maybe not so much. Not feeling all of this change so well. So luckily I've had today off, and I've been able to relax, and just let my nervous system chill out, basically. Deal with the changes of everything going on. I don't know what has changed with these lives. The whole screen that I'm looking at is different, and I can't see anyone who's on. Bear with me. I don't like this at all. Facebook, what are you doing to me? Killing my vibe. All right. Anyway, so I've been catching up on messages, and calls and people that have contacted me over the last little bit that I sort of hadn't had a chance to touch base with. And it's been really nice because it's sort of just reaching out to people going, hey, how you doing in all of the crazy? And just going, hey, we're all okay. Yeah. With everything that's going on, I'm seeing 2 sort of big plays going on, and when things are stressful, there's a lot of fear and loss going on, as we're seeing, is that can either bring out the best in people or it can bring out the worst. And like last night in this meeting, I just saw the best. I saw a group of people totally come together, unite for each other and go, right, what are we going to do? And set a plan and put it into action. And it was about just sharing the load. Whatever work is there, we're going to share across the board equally. And it was just, it was so cool. It was really, really beautiful to be a part of, one, and second to witness. Like when the chips are down, when we're feeling the shit in these times, we can bring out our compassionate, our caregiving, our nurturing selves, and really be there and hold each other and go, right, we're going to get through this, and we're going to get through it together. So that's been really cool. Unfortunately, of course, when the chips are down, also sometimes we see the worst in people, and there's a lot of the fear buying going on, the looking after ourselves, putting ourselves first, not necessarily adhering to things like staying at home or social distancing and whatnot. And so look, each to their own. Okay, everyone has to make the right choices for them and do what's right in their perspective. But what I'm sort of witnessing that is disturbing is sort of the concept of shaming people that we believe to be doing the wrong thing. Be that, the person that's grabbed 2 lots of toilet paper off the shelves, for all we know, they're buying for their elderly neighbours as well. And who am I to judge how much freaking loo paper someone's got in their shopping trolley, right? So yeah, just something that I have learnt over the duration in the world of change is that people don't change their behaviours when we shame them. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It brings out the ugly in both sides, and yeah. No good ever comes from shaming people into doing the right thing. It's just not a thing. My communication and techniques that I sort of highlight very heavily in pretty much everything that I do is whenever we're seeing things that we don't understand or don't necessarily agree with, is to first of all get curious about the behavior that we're seeing that we don't understand, and also compassionate. And therefore, from that place, we can ask questions and go, hey, what's going on there? We might find out that this person does need extra assistance, that these people do need to be out and about doing their thing. So there's a lot of crazy, and we're all feeling it. We are all feeling it, and I'm very grateful to sort of have the capacity to sit in the space of whatever's going on. So if I'm feeling angry about something, just allow it and not making it wrong, and being okay with that. Anger or upset or sadness or fear. Fear is definitely the big one at the minute. I think there's so much to speak to. There really is. And I'm really not enjoying this format, Facebook. You're not even telling me how long I've been on live for. So anyway. So how are you feeling? Anyone that's jumping this on the live, if you're watching, that's awesome. I can't see you. This is so annoying. But anyway, this is not cool. If anyone is watching, if you could just put like a little thumbs up or a love heart or whatever, or a comment, and just say, hey, I'm on. I've got a sneaking suspicion I'm not going to see anything that you guys are giving me right now. Anyway. Life's changing. Facebook lives are changing. What are we got? What is the world coming to? Okay. I just did see a like. Thank you, James. That's awesome. So the likes are coming up. That is something. If someone could just post a comment, I'll see if that comes up. This is really annoying. Anyway, maybe I don't deal with change as well as what I thought, hey? So yeah, I guess a few other things that I just have been on my mind. So obviously I've got this group called Joyflu, and there's a pandemic going on globally at the minute. There's been a lot of groups and things created in the last couple of weeks that are around the theme of joy and flu, and I'm just laughing. And I haven't had time because I've been busy with various employment activities to sort of get on and capitalize on the topical themes at the minute. So with my changing landscape of work, I will have a bit more time. So I'll be doing some more shares in this group, but also I think promoting it as well. There are a truckload of resources that I've put together over the last 12 months in this group that potentially might be beneficial for people at this time. So dealing with change, working with feelings and emotions and how to process them and move through them. I don't know. Some of that emotional resilience stuff might be useful for people right now. If you do feel that might be the case, that if maybe you have benefited from any of the stuff I've been doing in this group over the duration, feel free to share it around. As I said, I'm going to be promoting a bit more over the duration. If you are feeling a bit bogged down with all the heaviness and the weight of everything going on at the minute, or you're just stuck in lockdown, there is another Facebook group that I've jumped on just this week called the Kindness Pandemic. Yeah. It's been really heartwarming. People sharing all the beautiful, kind things that people are experiencing. And that's been, for me personally, really nice to sort of break up the doom and gloom stuff that's being shared about the flu. Whatever you got to do to keep yourself going. So, but that's a massively growing group, and the shares in that are really beautiful and are a nice break. So I'd highly recommend that one. I feel like for all of us, and literally there isn't much anyone that's really being escaping this, where they're not being affected in one way or another. So I guess for all the shittiness of the current situation, what I am enjoying is that there is this idea of that, well, we are all in this together. Okay, I've got friends in the UK, in the US, in Canada, India, Singapore, and we're a lot of us are already hitting lockdown or about to be in full lockdown mode. So look, it's unprecedented, that's for sure. But when I sort of, go, well, the concepts of we're all connected, we're all one. I'm like, wow, we are really seeing a time right now where that is actually the case. So we can connect in that. The things that we have in common right now is that we're all facing this. So there's a million things to speak to, and I've just realized there's no way I'm going to touch on everything that I wanted to in this one live. And plus I want to jump off and go do a bit of research and find out why the platform's changed. It's really irritating. So yeah, what I would note is do check in with each other. As much as we're in lockdown, we've got these amazing tools, social media things, can utilize. It's funny, there's a couple of girls that I catch up with occasionally. We're going to organise a Zoom coffee catch up on Sunday afternoon. Yeah, there's a bunch of online tools that we can utilize to connect, and still, catch up and have a laugh and enjoy each other, without having to be in the same proximity. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so there's a lot of positive things that are coming out of this. The environment, less traffic on the roads. My goodness, it's amazing right now. um, I feel like the whole globe is currently just being dumped in unintentionally to their own life coaching session. Quite often with life coaching, we start to develop new perspectives, to focus on what's important. And that's what's happening, for all of us individually and collectively. It's like we're being forced inwards to have a bit of a think about how things have been done in the past, and decide whether or not that's something that we want to do moving forward. So yeah, there's a silver lining to everything. So let's see how this plays out. Yeah, look, ultimately, the big intention for this live was just to check in, say hey, let you know where I'm at.